Well, round 27, round 28 of the Sofapaka Premier League. And at the Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos, it's the big boys, Tusker FC, 11-time Premier League champions, playing one-time Premier League champion, Sofapaka. But Sofapaka is in a better position on the log. They are in the second position at the moment, breathing down the neck of the defending champions, Gor Mahia. The Tusker FC side are in the 6th position. And right from the beginning, it looks like they are all looking for the very early goal to be able to show them the way. Coach Francis Baraza, MVP 4 times in the Sofapaka Premier League, is the coach on that side. And the Sofapaka side start a very high-tempo game, getting down on the flanks and trying to bring in the crosses. A foul is awarded for that tackle that has been executed by Roger Zaloro. And a left-footing swinger is what comes in. Omar Kasumba is on the other end, and in the 4th minute of the game, he soars high above everybody else and puts the ball in the net. Tusker are trailing this one, a celebration befitting of a very early lead for the Sofapaka side, courtesy of the nod down by Umar Kasumba into the net after the goalkeeper had a very big run to make from the left side and to the right side. The big question at this moment is, where are the defenders? But the scoreline stands. It's Tusker 0 and Sofapaka 1. So the advantage to Sofapaka. And even as the game continues again, Umar Kasumba continues to torment the defenders on the Tusker FC side. He almost gets behind this one and almost puts it in the net after waylaying the defenders. And the defenders thinking that he was going to be offside. It's just the speed that gets him to beat the defenders here. Mvuyekure, the goalkeeper, is a little bit worried at the moment. And then the Tusker FC side try to make foray in the midfield as well. They try to move forward. Masharia setting it up, Banzuki pushing it just too far. Majak couldn't just pull his right foot on time to strike and to pull the trigger. That saves the Tusker side, the Sofapaka side, the blushes. A long lob then is brought back into play. Avire doesn't put the ball in the net as Sofapaka continue to torment the Tusker FC side. His left foot defying him and not giving an accurate shot as would have been expected. So he scraps it off away from the defender, but not into target. But at this moment, Mvuyekure is already a worried man. Sofapaka again through Kasumba, pushing the ball onto the left and then back onto the right and then back onto the left. Then John Avire pulling the strike here, forcing Mvuyekure to salvage it from the left-hand push, from a shot that comes from the very stocky and very hard-hitting John Avire. So Umar Kasumba is still in play for the Sofapaka side. They get a corner, which is glanced into the net by Brian Magonya. Sneaks in between 2 defenders, 3 of them actually. Noah Fuller is there as well. And there are 2 others who are charging towards Magonya who don't get to him. The scoreline is 2 for Sofapaka and 0 for the Tusker FC side. And this would be standing as a scoreline, even as the game headed into the dying moments of it. Right up to the 85th minute, it's still leading. The Sofapaka side are still in it. Majak tries to get the goalkeeper, notices that Ndikumana is off his line. But Ndikumana springs, lands a little bit awkwardly, hurts his wrist in the process, but manages to send the ball out of the play to deny Majak a chance here. Tusker would still be pushing to try and get at least a consolation goal. A cross comes out of the right side, deflected a little bit by the second half substitute Amini Muzerwa, and then Boniface Mushiri strikes to put the Brewers at least 1 goal in tow of the Sofapaka side. But it's that deflection by Amini that brought it to the feet of Mushiri. Talking about the 85th minute, in which the Tusker FC side then try to close the gap, beating Ndikumana in the process. Things would take another turn altogether. Mushiri quickly hurries the ball to the center. There's a lot happening, and we are playing now the added time. And Tusker get a corner. Everybody thinks that play should have stopped at this time because of time. But a left foot in swinger is what is looking very likely here. Everybody has moved up front from the Tusker FC side. Rogers Aloro is totally unmarked on the right side, heads the ball into the net, and the Brewers are drawing level in added time. So what was not expected actually does happen. No marking on Aloro. Puts the ball into the net. It's 2-2. It's the 90-plus minutes of the game. And again, Dikumana very badly placed. The defenders also very badly placed. The Tusker FC side celebrating it, having won it at the very last moment of the game. Scoreline from the Kenyatta Stadium at full time: Tusker 2 and Sofapaka 2.